So it's about 20 after 5 when we started this, and I guess I'll do a little torture test. I'll just keep burning this thing for an hour or more and see how it holds up. How about that? She's going good now. I'll put that right there. Let's put some more fuel on the fire. Alright, let's see how long that takes. I can start my timer. Okay. Less than 6 minutes and we got us a good boil going. Oh yeah. Yummy oatmeal. So one thing I really like about this open type fire, or I guess I'll call it a fireplace box stove, is that you get a lot of radiant heat coming off in front of the stove. Unlike the gasification stoves like Solo stove and Silverfire, the heat goes straight up. So you don't really get any radiant heat to warm you. With this type, you definitely get that, and I like that a lot. We sit out on our deck a lot and just have a stove on the table, and with my daughters cooking marshmallows or hot dogs, and this will keep you warm too. And I think that is a good aspect. You know, every stove is different, they're all unique. Some people don't like these. It does not give you as much heat. It's not as hot as, say, a gasification stove, but I don't want that, especially if I'm grilling. For boiling water like we just did, that's great. But if I wanted to grill and more of a controlled heat, I think these type stoves are easier to control the heat to cook on. So that's also a bonus. But yeah, definitely, I like this. It's a cool little stove, man. So first use experience here. The wood I'm using burns pretty quick. And when it burns down, it's pretty easy to start up. Just put some more on it and blow on it. And I'm pretty happy with it. I'm pleased. It's pretty compact. It folds up nice and small like a book. And you know, so far it's burned quite well. It's not hard to keep the fire going. It does burn pretty quick though, I've noticed. It could be the wood I'm using, but it's definitely getting plenty of air and oxygen. It's wide open. So it's more of a campfire fireplace stove than your typical firebox or bush box, whatever you want to call them. And definitely nothing like the gasification stoves. I prefer this because you get more radiant heat, feels good, keeps you warm. It's easier to maintain the heat, definitely. I'm liking it. I gotta cook some venison steaks on it. Here you go, that's what I'm talking about now. Take the grill grate off and you've got a nice open fireplace style. Give you a lot of heat, cook some marshmallows. Yeah, I like that. You know, I was just thinking too, if you wanted to, you could use this as a base for one of your other stoves that fit on it so you don't burn the table. And it'd be kind of a wind blocker. Interesting. That could work. Another cool thing, this thing's been burning for a long time. You can pick this up, move it around, carry it off wherever you want. No problem. That's how cool it stays down there. And notice, nothing's burnt on the ground. So, tread lightly. This works. Very cool. Okay, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. I like having that wide open fireplace style fire. I just filled it straight up. Used the old Schrade fro over there and baton down some more hardwood. I think it's sycamore. And I like this aspect of this stove, particularly, like I said, with the heat. I can feel it coming out from here, and I'm almost 3 feet away. So, very cool. I'm digging it. Controlled, open fire. You can move it around. Puts out a lot of radiant heat, yet you can still get it to coals and regulate it enough to cook on it. And it folds down compact. Pretty versatile. Alright, doing a little overload test here. This thing has been going since, let's see, here's the timer. You may remember I started this. So an hour, 21 minutes, 30 seconds. Constantly been burning. I just threw a ton of stuff in there trying to torture test it. Seems to be holding up well. I didn't notice any warping we'll see. Okay, we are 1 hour, 41 minutes in it. Just still loading it up. Now I'm putting everything just like that, extreme heat. See how it does. Kind of a torture test here. We'll go 2 hours at least. Man, I tell you, I love it. Right now you got some really good heat coming off of here, keeping me warm. Ground's not getting harmed at all. Yeah, I like these things. Little book stoves, man. Pretty cool. Alright, it's been over 2 hours, so still rolling strong here, but unfortunately my battery's dying on the phone. I'm not going to make it, but this thing will burn at least another 30 minutes, that may be an hour, so I'll come back. Alright, we are at 2 hours 32 minutes and we are still going strong. Burnt through a lot of wood. Alright, it's been 3 hours and 4 minutes. It's getting dark. It's about almost 9 o'clock. Look at that. Man, that's a lot of coals right there. Okay, that's gonna do it. 3+ hours with the Directions Bushcraft stove. Appreciate you stopping by, checking out the video. Make sure to check out the links below for directionsbushcraft.com. Check out what he's got to offer. Alright, it's been 3.5 hours. This stove has been rocking it out. All kinds of heat, lots of wood, but it's too dark to show you and my phone is so dead the flash will not come on. Let it cool down and I'll show you guys what it looks like once I get back to the house. Alright, we're back with the stove. It's the next day and just wanted to show you what it looked like after 3 hours and 40 minutes of burn time. I still got it on my watch there. So thing did really well. I loaded up, really torture tested it there for the last couple hours, and so the top rack here looks pretty good. I don't think might be a tiny bit of warping there, but no problems. Now this rack, definitely you can kind of see it, but that's nothing. You can't just simply bend back. Alright, just bent that back and fits in there nice, no rattling. Cool. Alright, the ash pan. Now this thing, you notice it's not rattling like first did, and that's because of these tabs. Remember, bend these tabs in all the way. Fits really nice. No rattling. Let's check out the ash pan. Fits in there nice and snug. Looks maybe a tiny bit warped there, the same way as the grate, so we could probably bend that back into shape if you had to. Yeah, look at that. Solid stainless steel here, pretty nice. Alright, and that's it. Here is the actual stove walls. Not too bad there. Got the hinges. Looks like no damage. This can only fold up one way, so just like that, like a book. And if you try to do it the other way, it doesn't shut. All right, 4DB, Directions Bushcraft. So that's it. The stove did really well, and we're talking over 3.5 hours straight up burn, torture testing. And when you're done, just take your tray, put that in there like that, and then fold this over, fold that over, and you're good. Put this on the outside, put it in your bag, and you're got a nice stove. So very pleased, man. I'm liking it. Like I said, some of the pros I like was really put off radiant heat and like a fireplace. That was really cool. More of a campfire than like the gasifier stoves. So I enjoyed it, and I think I'm going to use it. This is my table on the deck that I use for burning, testing, just chilling out here, cooking marshmallows with the kids, stuff like that. So anyhow, that's going to do it. That's my torture test for Directions Bushcraft burner stove. I really do appreciate you guys checking this out. Feel free to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.